Hello, it is Tuesday, September 20th, 2011 at 4:37 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And I want to show you some interesting things that I found here on the radar. This is WunderMap that we're looking at here, and there's these fires that appear to be burning in Florida between Tampa and Fort Lauderdale and Miami. And let me zoom in on them here. Takes a second for this to regroup after you zoom in. When I went and looked at these fires, you can see this one starts at 1620 UTC on the 20th, today's date, and these are all 1620 except for one. Oops. Nope, this one isn't either. This is 1909. And this is 1625. So these 6 are at 1620, and then these 2, this one's 16 right after that. And this is just recently. Let me see. A couple hours ago. So I went to the USDA Forest Service map and took a look at it to see what the propensity for fire in that area is, and there's nothing showing. It's pretty much all yellow dots. There's one little light orange one there by Arcadia, and all these things move different. And even though the time is not quite up to date, we're not seeing any red or maroon or in just that one little light orange one. So all the yellow ones are just since January 1st. So I then went to Intellicast here and took a look under their layers. They have a setting for temperature North America, and it loops for us. And actually it's a pretty lengthy loop, which is really nice. 10 a.m. it starts Eastern Standard Time, and watch Florida here how it heats up. And it ends at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to zoom in here. It takes a moment to regroup also. And remembering that those fires started at 1620 UTC, the equivalent is 1220 Eastern Daylight Time or Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to pause this and go frame by frame. Here's 12 o'clock. And here's 1 o'clock. And according to Intellicast, those fires, even though they're not verified fires, I don't know if you saw that, they all started at the same time. And here you can see there's little red dots that show up. Hot points, I guess, is what they'd be. And here it shows the temperature. So they'd be in this is 75 right here, and this is 120. So those hot spots would be over 100. And let me make it opaque so you can clearly see them. So then I went to the College of DuPage website and looked at their visible satellite image. It's looping through here. We have dawn coming soon. There it is. Here's at 6:31. I'm going to go back to 6:15. You can see these holes in the clouds that show up and kind of condense around it. in that same area where we saw, just looked at the temperature increase. See that? I'm going to show you in a couple minutes here some satellite beams that come in too, and they're at 1701, which is right here, and 1715, which is right here. And you'll see that right after that, these build up quickly. This one's already started to build. Back to the 1701. It started at the right between 1645 and 1701. It started. I'm going to go ahead and let it loop. I'm going to let it loop through again too. Let's see if I can turn some of these off before we get to them. There we go. There's the holes. And now they're building quickly. I went to the radar, but I didn't really see anything. Here's where we're at 7:15. Let's start at the 1620. I think I got to start at the beginning to do that. Let me go ahead and let it loop through here faster. And slower. Oh, that little menu came up and now things don't work right. No, things don't work at all. There we go. See, it's not catching up all of a sudden. You can see the clouds are building here. It's 1833. Here the loop ends at 1901, starts at 1615. Stop. 1615, 1618, 1625. This went away. I'm going to go back a frame. See? And then for some reason it goes 1625 again, although some things move and some things don't. See that? I'm going to go ahead and let it loop through. Maybe. Oh, hit start. You can see them building here. I'd let it go faster, but sometimes it loses frames in the looping when I play the video back, so I've got to keep it at a slower rate. So then I went to look at, this is the whole area, and here's the beams I was talking about. Now we're starting in the morning. Nothing's here. Starting to build up. There's the splashes. There's one beam, two beam, and it builds up quickly. That I'm going to go through step by step and show you so you can see the time. $14.15, $14.31, $15.15. So the splashes start before 1620. 1601, 1615, although they seem to get more excited right here at 1615. And then 1631. Here's the beam at 1701 UTC and the beam at 1715 UTC. I'm going to go ahead and let this loop through a couple times. And this is the water vapor satellite, and it's looping through, ending at 2015 UTC, starting at 6:15. You can see there's little spots here that kind of show up, and I've got the color enhanced on it. There's a setting up here. Here's a cloud that seems to be emanating from the same place for quite a while, as does this one. 1645, there's our beams, and you can see that things heat up after that. This is the infrared satellite, and we're at the College of DuPage website still, and this is hemispheric products. I have it color enhanced to vibrant so that you can clearly see the beams. And on here, these, I'm not sure what these are. I thought they were innocent, but I'm thinking that that might not be the case now. This one has a different center point. It's like right here. And this one has a center point of about right up in here. And they're appearing at the same time, which I find that very interesting, because if it was one satellite, they wouldn't be both happening at the same time. It almost looks like a continuum where this comes up and now it's continuing up here. But again, you know, we have a different center point. So I'm going to go back. This is at 1715 right here. And I'm going to go back to 1645, 1715. Let's go back a couple more. 1600. And then something else. 1645, 1715. Things really get hot fast after those beams appear. Now maybe that's just a coincidence, I don't know, but it certainly gets way up here in the Kelvin scale. And I'm going to go and loop through here. You can see that, you know, they chop off pieces of this. This I can understand, and that this would only appear sometimes, maybe when the satellite image is capable of capturing it, but they've got whole pieces that flop off and on. I'm going to play it through. I'm going to let it go fast because it really emphasizes how everything's plopping around, actually being chopped off. And I'll go slower so you can see it go through. Also, seems to be a little tail that comes up and feeds a system that's been going across the country. Actually, it started down here in Nevada where that airplane crashed, this whole system that's been going through. And now it's just going off the East Coast now. But it looks like it comes all the way down into here. V clouds are interesting too. I don't understand that. So that's it. Have a good afternoon, and God bless you, and I pray that you also have a good evening.